What kind of future are we stepping into? A future of clean air and green hope, or a future choked with plastic from our oceans to our own bodies? The earth produces 380 million tons of plastic every year, and 91% of it is never recycled. Microplastics are now in our food, our water, even inside us. Is this the legacy being left for children like me? But today we have a choice. This World Environment Day, we're not just talking problems. We're bringing you voices from different walks of life. Educators, environmentalists, policymakers, mentors, social workers, transformation coach, doctor, and innovators, all sharing powerful thoughts and solutions to fight plastic pollution. Because change doesn't start with big speeches, it starts with action, and it starts with us.
Every minute, a truckload of plastic enters our oceans. It poisons wildlife, pollutes our food, and never truly disappears. But we can change that. Always carry your own bottle. I do that. Whenever I step out of my home, I always carry this with me. Even during conferences or traveling. It's not only good for environment, it's good for my health too. Whenever we drink from plastic, it's not the beverage we are drinking, but we are also eating plastic, leading to harmful effects on our body. There's still time. Reuse, recycle right. Let's together beat plastic pollution.
All I can say, it's a need of this hour. I think as a common man, we can do very simple actions to combat this plastic pollution. Like avoid single-use plastic. Second, we can stop buying bottled water. In fact, if you ask me, if we cook more at home, then we can discourage the use of these plastic boxes, polythenes, and other plastic waste. We can use more of cloth bags than these plastic bags. So there are so many ways through which we as common man can contribute to combat plastic pollution.
Imagine a world free from plastic waste. It starts with us. Every small step matters, from saying no to single-use plastics to bringing your own bag, bottle, and commitment to change. By choosing products that respect the earth and sorting our waste responsibly. Join cleanup efforts that sparks hope and speak up to educate others. Support laws and leaders working for a greener future. The planet is calling and we must answer. Together, we can turn the tide on plastic pollution and create a brighter, greener tomorrow.
Plastic pollution is a very critical issue across the world, and it needs a collective efforts of all together. Then only we can get rid of the plastic pollution. What we need to do, we need to educate the people to say no to the plastic or recycle the plastic or innovate the ideas which we can replace the plastic. We should always try to use alternative methods. For example, instead of plastic bags, we can carry a bag made of cloth or any other material which is not hazardous. So let's say no to the plastic.
On this World Environment Day, I invite you to join a transformative movement. Plastic pollution is suffocating our planet, but every mindful choice sparks a hope. At home, my daughter-in-law Shilpi has set a rule: no item from outside in plastic bag, only in cloth. Cloth bag symbolizes our commitment to sustainable change. Imagine replacing single-use plastic with everyday action that nurture and protect our environment. Together we can create a legacy of hope, one mindful step at a time. Be part of this Beat Plastic Pollution movement.
Ever looked at a plastic bottle and wondered where did it go? Ever looked at a plastic straw and wondered where will it end up? Well, it all piles up. In our oceans, in our seas, in our lands, also in our lungs. We don't have a right to breathe because of increasing plastic pollution. Can you and I collaborate, combine, and make sure that the next generation does not have to deal with the menace of plastic pollution? Can you and I make sure that the next generation has their right to breathe? Currently, we're not living, we are slowly dying. To make sure that we beat plastic pollution, you and I need to focus not just on controlling our consumption, but also being very conscious of everything that we do.
Today, on the World's Environment Day, let's take a stand against plastic pollution. Every year, millions of plastic waste end up in our oceans, harming the wildlife and contaminating our food chain. But we can make a difference. Say no to a single use plastic. Carry a reusable bag, bottle, and straw. Support a recycling effort and choose eco friendly alternatives. Small actions, when multiplied, create a big change. Let's protect our planet, one plastic free choice at a time.
We have to beat the plastic pollution, and how we can do it. We have to stop littering the plastics after it's used. We have to dispose it off, recycle it, and reuse it as much as possible. We have to find the alternatives of the plastic of single use, which is the maximum use in the plastic world. And the best alternative is the compostable plastic, which is naturally disintegrated into the sand or land or mud after its decomposition or after its disintegration when you dig it into the land. Best possible way to beat the plastic is to use the compostable plastic, which is the single use alternative for everything.
Plastic pollution is real. You can look at the mounds of garbage that are now building up in cities that confirm that this is not something to be taken lightly. And yes, the governments can do something, and I'm sure they are and they will. But here are some small things we can do. Other than avoiding single-use plastic, if you cannot completely avoid single-use plastics, go take those plastic bags and give it to your local grocer. At least they stop being single-use plastics. Women can use period underwears and menstrual cups, which are very safe to use. You can carry your own straws. Steel straws are beautiful instead of making use of single-use plastic straws. I understand that the world around us is designed in such a way that it is becoming harder to completely avoid it. But can you at least begin by reducing the use of single-use plastic? Your little effort goes a long way in creating a beautiful and clean environment for you, me, and our children. Thank you.
That microplastics from synthetic clothes enter our water systems and pollute the environment and our bodies too. Whenever possible, buy clothing made of natural materials like cotton and wool instead.
You heard the experts. Now it's your turn. Let's promise to refuse single-use plastics, rethink packaging, and reclaim our rights to a cleaner planet. We don't need another excuse. We need action. Together, we can end plastic pollution, one choice at a time. The future begins now.